skilled positions. We're going to maintain those post the pandemic.
No job, no problem. The local companies who are looking to hire here in Kern County.
And people in Kern County are getting used to seeing empty shelves in grocery stores. The new app letting shoppers know when essential items are in stock.
And during these tough times, who couldn't use a best friend? The alternative to adopting that is helping local animal shelters.
Live in high definition from KPAK TV in Bakersfield, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
17 more people have tested positive for COVID-19 in Kern County. There are a total of 101 cases, including 3 non-residents. One person has died from the virus. Right now, more than 1,200 coronavirus tests are still pending results. Here is the current breakdown of the cases in the county. 21 are in the Valley, 50 in West Bakersfield, and 20 in East Bakersfield. There are 2 cases in the mountain area and 5 in the desert. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Irwin in for Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Dave Gonzalez. The Kern County Board of Supervisors unanimously today approved that local public health emergency due to COVID-19. During a news conference yesterday, Public Health Director Matt Constantine declared the local emergency. Now, this is different from the state emergencies of the cities and county declared a few weeks ago. The new declaration means Kern County can now get state and federal funding. The county will now have more control over local services to expand access to health care where it's most needed. Meanwhile, 1.6 million Californians have filed for unemployment insurance since the stay-at-home order took effect. Yet grocery stores, delivery services, and the local agriculture producers are seeing the demand skyrocket. Emma Goss tells us what places are recruiting right now.
As layoffs, furloughs, and cutbacks put hundreds of Kern County residents out of work, some essential businesses are racing to meet an unprecedented demand.
We're seeing the demand's heavy all over the country.
Grocery stores nationwide, restocking shelves just as quickly as they can, are ordering larger quantities of carrots and beverages coming from Bolthouse Farms in Kern County every day.
It's a bit overwhelming,
Bolthouse is looking to hire 500 new employees to start immediately.
We really need, lift truck drivers, we need mechanics, we need electricians, the core functions to keep this facility going.
More than 100 of them are skilled work located right here in Kern County.
Vendors come up to us and say, thanks for staying open. We depend on you for our business to stay open.
Grocery stores themselves are hiring by the thousands, offering competitive compensation. Walmart announced it's seeking 6,200 store associates across California through May, and can have you start within 24 hours. They're also offering referral bonuses for their fulfillment centers and increasing pay by $2 an hour for all hourly workers. Save Mart is hiring temporary workers, offering extra bonuses for store employees and jobs in their Merced warehouse.
Our anticipation is, those 120 skilled positions, we're going to maintain those post the pandemic and just, continue to keep them employed.
Reporting in Bakersfield, Emma Goss, Eyewitness News.
Well, last week, Ford announced it was producing plastic FDA-approved face shields for hospitals around the country in need of supplies. This week, local hospitals started getting that protective equipment from Ford. Today, Bakersfield Heart Hospital got one of the first shipments of about 4,000 face shields. Another 1,000 were also sent to Kern Medical Center.
The rise in coronavirus cases in California statewide continues to grow by the hour. Let's take a look at the latest numbers now. About 7,500 cases statewide. That is 1,000 more than yesterday. A total of 153 people have died in California. Nationwide, there are more than 184,000 people testing positive. That is 24,000 more than we had yesterday. More than 3,700 people have died in the U.S.
And yesterday was the deadliest day in the U.S. fight against COVID-19. Health officials recorded more than 570 deaths, about 300 of those coming from New York, the nation's epicenter. Governor Andrew Cuomo says the apex of the crisis is yet to come.
We have been behind it from day one since it got here, and we've been playing catch up.
A field hospital is also getting ready to open at a New Orleans convention center the next few days. Louisiana has the third highest number of cases per capita. In Delaware, a truckload of about 600,000 protective medical masks were delivered today, thanks to a local businessman with overseas contacts.
President Trump extending the social distancing stay-at-home guidelines to April 30th at tonight's task force briefing at the White House. That's because the first 15-day period has now expired. The White House also projects now today that 100,000 to 240,000 deaths, even if social distancing continues in the United States. That's how many we could see. Washington, D.C. has its hands full with pressing issues, as Sinclair correspondent Scott Thuman explains.
It's like being on eBay with 50 other states bidding on a ventilator.
Ventilators, an actual lifeline in the fight against coronavirus, are at the center of a fight between Washington and the states, according to New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo.
So you have 50 states competing to buy the same item. We all wind up bidding up each other, and then FEMA gets involved. So FEMA is driving up the price.
Another challenge for the White House task force, which is also Tuesday talking about the possible recommendations of all people, sick and healthy, eventually wearing masks.
The thing that has inhibited that a bit is to make sure that we don't take away the supply of masks from the healthcare workers who need them.
All the more reasons states are shutting down.
Yesterday was just kind of one of the last tools in our arsenal because we reached the point where the cases had exploded in the Washington region.
Meanwhile, in an effort to keep the country moving economically, President Trump on Tuesday pushed for Congress to finally pass an infrastructure bill and put people to work rebuilding America's roads and bridges. It should be very big and bold, $2 trillion, and be focused solely on jobs, he tweeted. While most lawmakers aren't here in Washington right now, they do know they'll likely have to come up with future deals like infrastructure or boosting pay for low and middle income workers. Although word here is those deals probably won't happen until well after Easter. On Capitol Hill, I'm Scott Thuman.
Today, the Dow closed out of the worst first quarter in history, down 23.2% for the quarter. The news was dire for the S&P too, which logged its worst quarter since the final 3 months of 2008, down 20%, and the Nasdaq recorded its worst quarter since the final months of 2018, falling 14.2%.
Kern High School District is making sure that no student is without Wi-Fi in the switch to at-home learning. The district found that many families don't have internet access. Buses are now part of the solution, acting as hotspots so that students can upload and download their homework.
So they can walk up, take their Chromebook, take their own device, and upload anything that they need to upload for their classes or download anything that the teacher provided for them to then work offline when they go home.
High School District says that the buses are just the beginning of a Wi-Fi rollout. Some local elementary, middle, and high schools will be able to be used as hotspots as well.
And many people in Kern County are driving from grocery store to grocery store, and they still can't find what they need.
A California app creator says he's found a solution to that to help you find the essential items you need. Brayna Harvey explains.
We've all seen the images of lines out the door and empty shelves from across the country. Shoppers trying to stock up on essentials in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak. Sunil Mohan, co-founder of the digital app Mark, whose original application was designed to offer real-time visual reviews of places like bars and restaurants, noticed that users of his newly created app were using it in a unique way.
We noticed that our users were going more into stores and posting things like, oh, they're out of hand sanitizers or they're out of wipes. And that kind of sparked off ideas in the team.
Within 36 hours, Mohan and his team created a new feature, the Emergency Supply Finder, which lets users snap a photo of an item, notifying other users of what's in and out of stock at various stores.
What it's become now is instead of rating and posting updates from bars and restaurants, which are closed anyway, we are getting people to post from stores and help each other find supplies of things like hand sanitizers, toilet paper, bottled water.
Here's how it works. After downloading the free app, you can take a picture or video of the item that is in or out of stock and tag the store location you are at. And for users worried about privacy concerns, Mohan says they don't share your information with third parties.
We do not use the location for any other purposes. We don't track you outside. If you close the app, we don't track you.
The application launched out of LA 8 months ago and already has a growing community of people across the U.S. helping one another. Mohan says he's touched that with a quick snap and post, he could be a part of the solution for so many.
In a time like this, I think we have each other. Like for us, it is important to help each other in many different, in every way possible.
Raina Harvey, Eyewitness News.
And for more information on the Mark app, that's Mark with 2 Ks, you can visit our website, bakersfieldnow.com. And while you're there, you can see our entire page dedicated to providing answers on the coronavirus. Just go to bakersfieldnow.com/coronavirus. The special section has frequently asked questions and answers.
And coming up here on Eyewitness News, nurses and doctors are begging for help tonight. Messages from those on the front lines.
Plus, a new app is helping researchers understand the invisible war against coronavirus.
And COVID-19 didn't stop a couple from saying I do. We'll tell you about their unique service. It allowed everyone to join in.
And March is going out like a lamb. Beautiful weather today, up to 73 degrees. A little cooler tomorrow, but not bad. I think you'll like the full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.